Welcome back to FACEIT TV, ladies and gents. So, Threat.
Hello.
You told me earlier that you're really good at juggling. So here you go. I found you some FACEIT balls.
I'm actually really good.
You suck.
I was pretty amazing, I think.
Alright, we're going to pistol, guys. So maybe Threat can practice a little bit. But we have NaVi, we have EnVyUs, and it is Dust 2.
Dust 2. D2.
D2. D2.
D2, not the Ö. It's
D2.
You don't need to add
D2. Shut up. I'm
Finally
great.
done. Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
Woo. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, we have pretty much the full pistol round from both teams here. We got NaVi moving in towards middle now. As oh, that timing on shox is so unfortunate. Oh, Edouard as well. The pistol genius Edouard takes on NBK. So we have a really big push in towards B from NaVi, and it's looking very solid at the moment. EnVyUs, they got destroyed. They got completely destroyed. To me, like the timing of shox is peak there for information, and that's when they will push. That really sucks. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, so a very clean pistol there from NaVi, only losing one player. Do not force by EnVyUs, please.
They will do it.
No, I'm a believer.
No, shut up.
I'm
right
not
now.
a believer. God damn it.
Smith can afford a scout, so there will be a force buy. I actually think though that they should do it if they can get 2 scouts. Maybe not actually. Scouts suck here anyway.
Yeah, it's Dust 2. It's extremely difficult to do anything. And
we're going to see some good frags though here with the deeks, with the pistols. And EnVyUs have been making the deeks really work very well for themselves, and it's going to do a great job here as well. shox picks up a kill onto Zeus there as the bomb is down in B, and flamie is like, what has happened, my friends? What is going on this map right now? We have only 8 HP from him, and nice little shot there from Happy, so they'll pick it up with 2 players left alive. They'll take the AK, and Happy will swap for an MP7, and they will win the force buy. And I guess a mistake from him, NaVi is just rushing into B.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're a team like NaVi, you know how to handle this scout in mid. You just smoke the mid doors, you take short, and you just work from there. It makes no sense whatsoever to just rush B. The only way that makes sense is because you just want to do something really unexpected. But when you're playing the anti-eco, you just want to play it safe.
Yeah, and we'll see the full SMGs here from EnVyUs in the force as a response. And it's actually looking pretty good here. EnVyUs will lose 2 players, well, if you're NaVi at least, and because EnVyUs will lose 2 players, and we've got the smoke from NBK there, and he's doing that so he can safely fall back into another position, so they can kind of have a stronger defense towards the site. And SmithZz will drop the bomber here towards short, but he can't trade very effectively, so might not want to peek too much. But the smoke going down means that he might be able to find some additional damage through the smoke, and kioShiMa is working that AK, but flamie does get the trade back onto him, and now this is anyone's round as this will find the frag on flamie, who picked up the bomb. They're just running in for it, so not even with any support there for a trade or anything. So yeah, a bit of a mistake there from flamie, and that is going to make life very difficult. But Edouard on the spray down almost finds the headshot onto NBK. He is fully healthed up at the moment, and Edouard is on 12, and there's the drop. This should surely be the frag. There it is. Bit of a nuts round there, but NaVi have to go for the eco now, and EnVyUs will have a good economy.
And NaVi will go for the force buy with 3 techs, a Galil, and a scout, seeing as only 1 guy survived for EnVyUs that round, so they can put a lot of pressure on EnVyUs economy in this position. The question is, what will they do? They only have nades on only 1 smoke on NaVi here.
Interesting indeed. We'll have to see how this actually pans out, because they are playing for those kills. And we have nice weapons here for EnVyUs, to be honest. Overall, they should be pretty good for this. However, the positioning isn't super awesome. If we get the right flashes and Zeus's Molotov lands in the right place, then EnVyUs might have a hard time here. And here we go, we get the flashes going in here for Guardian and for the rest of the team. Let's see if they can get something going right now. We get the first frag by SmithZz. EnVyUs now starting to rotate fully for this. SmithZz just has to delay. He's looking good in this position, and they lay down the fire. Some good nades to allow some excellent coverage of this A bomb site for the CTs, but in goes flamie. He manages to find himself all the way around. Ooh, just barely gets the frag onto NBK in time, but it's just flamie who's left. And EnVyUs will pick up the round. Only 2 kills, actually, after all. So EnVyUs are holding on to their lives pretty well.
Yeah, great defensive setup there on A from EnVyUs. NaVi just trying to force themselves up towards that A site. Didn't work out. And they just had too few nades to do anything there. Because even though you get ground on towards the A site, you really need the flashbangs to push them back on long and drop down C to spawn.
Yeah, so what would you hope for NaVi in a round like this?
Well, they do not have a single nade, so they should just try to push up short and just swarm them together, because then they might be able to kill the guy playing A.
Okay, they are going to go for the short play into the A bomb site, but the ranges will favor EnVyUs dramatically. So we still have the MP9 on kioShiMa. It would be nice for him if he could get some frags with it. Let's have a look and see how this goes. We got push finally coming into these sites, and NV are well set up for this one. SmithZz and NBK are raining down the bullets. NBK gets a triple, actually, as it's like Edouard, can he get something? No, it's completely denied. Clean round for EnVyUs. Absolutely clean. The bleachers out.
Will they upgrade to an op? Maybe kioShiMa will drop one? No, he's just going to stick with his MP9. And there's a lot of positions you can actually play the MP9 on this map. If you play aggressive long, you can play the B site. I mean, it's kind of viable. And kioShiMa goes down.
Guardian is pretty good.
They didn't throw an HE though. That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, not really playing it super safe, but that's okay. Anyway, we got NaVi going in for the entries towards middle now, and this is all about the information plays. What can they spot there? It's going to give them an idea of how the setup is for EnVyUs, and then whether the attack to A or B is going to be preferable. But hey, if you're going to get picks in mid as well, then that's going to be a very nice situation to NaVi go a man up. Three players now for EnVyUs against the 4 of NaVi. That means EnVyUs need to start taking risks, or they need to start thinking about saving. That's a nice frag from shox here. NBK still on the bomb site. They can make this one happen. NBK takes a quick kill. Trade comes in from flamie as we get a 2-on-2 onto the bomb site now. flamie needs to wrap around quickly onto SmithZz. He will find the frag. The second one as well. NaVi will win the round 4-2, and we will have quite a lot of money on EnVyUs from their previous rounds, but the bank will end here. The buck stops with this one if NaVi get the kill.
And
they get the round, sorry.
They should throw the H in mid now, because they cannot let Guardian get early picks in mid.
Yeah, I think I heard it as well. I think I heard the explosion there.
And one thing I haven't seen from any top teams is a guy from A throwing that HE, because then he can just rebuy a smoke and see the spawn, so you lose no nades by doing that. And you can have the HE on B as well.
Ooh, the spray. Happy makes it work with the inside clip. And NaVi needed that split as well. They're trying to get themselves into this B bomb site. They're all in the upper dark area. This is not like the best way to approach an attack if it's telegraphed, and shox knows everything, and kioShiMa will get a quick double. It's just Zeus who's left over, and EnVyUs have the rotation in, and well, looking pretty good so far here for the Envy boys. The boys in blue. Zeus, oh my god, he's going to get the bomb down. Nicely done there by Zeus, the in-game leader here for NaVi. And I mean, the 4-1 split there in a round like this, what do you think? I mean, you're kind of giving up a lot of chances for picks and so on, and information.
Yeah, it's... I don't know, usually you just want to go for a more default opening at least, instead of going for that straight up 4-1 split.
Maybe do you think they felt like maybe EnVyUs would try to push upper dark or something? Because if they had done that, then they would have a very good chance to trade and then get a free bomb site. Maybe that was the idea, I don't know.
I actually don't know. It might be something just like trying to anti-strat EnVyUs, watching a replay, trying to do something funky. Didn't work out. NaVi is forced to eco, or they're going for a half buy, just trying to get some kills, pressure the economy of EnVyUs. The bomb is in upper dark, so they're just gonna go for the B split here. One guy faking short first.
Here we go, out middle, looking for the picks, but shox has a long range to play with on that M4 by the doors. As the smoke goes down and the play is revealed, it will have a shox who is more than capable of picking up all the frags. They're so blind. Finally, though, the response will come in. However, his teammate kioShiMa was not actually able to get a hold on the bomb site itself, so despite shox doing a good job, the bomb will still go down, and SmithZz is going to be left here in a 1-on-3. Nice engagement, but he won't find the kill there. He could yet still do more damage, though, as he does get the spray down, but NBK gets the kill, and that's a shame there. kioShiMa not getting even one frag. That would have been enough, I think, to slow down the plant situation. But
yeah, now we got 2 kills and the plant, so very, very cost-effective round there from NaVi. We'll be able to buy. Guardian will get that up, dropped from SmithZz. Wouldn't be surprised if EnVyUs just keep nailing that mid door. Yeah.
Yep. It was like both just like listening for the nade there. Indeed. Explosion. Edouard fast into the upper dark area, and once again maybe NaVi are playing this 4-man setup here. This indeed looks like a counter strat. But you get the pick there onto kioShiMa from Guardian, and in they go as we're in third person here. Let's see if we can actually get ourselves back on a POV. There it is. We're on NBK. Our director has left the building. So we have right now NBK going in for the retake here, as there's still a player actually, well, they just eliminated the last player on the bomb site here for EnVyUs, so this should be a nice round here for NaVi indeed, and all of the bases of just that quick pick, and I guess maybe that's what they were playing for. I mean, as you say, like if they've watched enough demos, they can really figure out exactly how things are supposed to go when it comes to the likely setups for EnVyUs. So they just have to play a certain setup in one round, and then boom, it's a win. Looks like they had that situation in the previous one. Yeah,
maybe they knew that kioShiMa goes for the D peak towards dark, and because Guardian just looked like he knew it was gonna peak from there.
And it's gonna be interesting situation here as we go for an upper dark push there. NaVi will pick up the frag though, and right now we have a situation whereby EnVyUs are going to lose all their momentum in the match. They had a lot of money. They were winning the rounds, but now NaVi are looking a lot better. And oh dear, shox is actually being booted from the game. No Steam log on, it's always nice. And so NaVi will have a flawless round, almost at least. We get the trade onto Happy, not quite, but the bomb will go down flawlessly onto the A bomb site. And got shox back in the game very quickly, so that's nice. Bomb is down and Happy. Can he hold on to this weapon? Of course, he wants to get the damage. So, oh my god, perfect grenade actually. And here we go. We got the challenge onto Happy. Edouard potentially the first man here. Happy not with all that much HP. That HE made a lot of difference actually, and he will go down to Edouard straight away. So 6-4 is the score, as NaVi are back into this, and they force the eco.
And so 6-4 for EnVyUs. NaVi will probably get to 5 rounds after this, and we're actually seeing a full eco from EnVyUs on CT2. How does that make you feel, Dan?
It's good. I mean, they can't do anything with the force buy in this spot, so it would be distressing to say the least to see them commit to a force buy. So I like this indeed from them. And so we have multiple kills here from flamie, bit exposed. Nice punish from shox. They picked up a frag. Now, a second one would be very nice indeed. shox is going to go in for this, but he will get eliminated. So fast round indeed. kioShiMa is the last one left alive by middle, and SmithZz is going to get the duel onto him. So 6-5 now, NaVi with good amounts of cash in the bank, and it's going to be about how well EnVyUs can bring the momentum back with a limited situation. And they don't actually have an HE. Oh, okay, shox has an HE for the door, for the double doors. There was no HE thrown though. Or was there? Oh no, there was. I guess the sound was obscured for some reason. So we have a default setup here from NaVi, it would seem, at the start of this round.
Yeah, and a very default setup for EnVyUs. Maybe it's kind of weird that they leave one guy at Goose this early in the round, as there usually is no threat from short at 120. But really looks like EnVyUs is expecting the short push coming from NaVi in this round. And the bomb is outside of dark, so it probably going to be a B push here, so wouldn't be surprised if NaVi actually just wins this round straight up if they go for the B push, because the rotation is going to be so slow from EnVyUs.
Yeah, this is a lot about gambles. In the situations like this, EnVyUs have gambled that there will be a short play here. They wanted to go for that, and it won't happen. They're starting to move some players, or SmithZz is starting to move closer to Catwalk. And we can see that there's loads of people here for NaVi around B, so they need to get the info soon. They need to start the rotation preemptively if they want to have a chance to hold this. Oh, that's a nice pick there by SmithZz. He's only going to spot one player there as well, although he will fall back. He's going to drop down into spawn here. And oh, the flash was perfectly timed from kioShiMa. He gets one frag. There's the second one as well. And NaVi can't do anything. They're just going to go straight for the safe. What do you think the idea was they're going in for NaVi?
I think they were just going for the default play, just getting short control, and then just going for the B contact play. Maybe they know how kioShiMa likes to play that site.
Yeah.
However, the biggest issue was the smart play from EnVyUs doing that pop flash through the smoke on short, because they get one kill, plus they get all the information. SmithZz just pushing through the smoke. Okay, no one's on short. I killed the only one here. Probably gonna be a B push. And after that, it was a very easy round for EnVyUs.
The funny thing is that in 3 of their buy rounds, they have just gone for that that 4-man upper dark B play. So it does suggest that either that EnVyUs, they've seen demos of EnVyUs against them where they like to push up a dark a lot, or like you say, they know the setup super well of how EnVyUs play it, and they're very confident they can get the picks into the site. But we have a long take in this round from NaVi. They've got 2 players initially there to get, well 2 players, the second one to help one get onto that position, and it's actually see, he might actually find a frag here, but no, NBK will get the better of him. That's good job. That's a good job done by NBK. And again, we have the B play, the 4-man B upper dark play coming in for NaVi. So there must be something to this. And flamie gets a good wide angle, but he can't get the kill quickly enough. He does take down shox on the rotate. Still can't kill the man behind the box. How on earth was kioShiMa alive for that long? It's going to be a 3-on-3 now as the bomb is planted by Zeus. And Happy gets an angle. He has to cancel the plant. And now SmithZz comes in from the back. That plant cancel could mean all the difference now, as so much time has been bought here for EnVyUs. We get the replant. Zeus is on 9 HP. And in comes the finish from SmithZz. Last player by the car, and there it is. That cancel from Happy was so huge.
Yeah, it was the deciding factor of them winning this round. Also the very nice play there from SmithZz, dodging the bullet from Guardian, just knowing when Guardian is going to peek, and he did that small step to the left, which actually made the bullet from Guardian miss him, and he got the kill on Guardian, and after that it was an easy round. So great play there from SmithZz. EnVyUs up 8-5.
Maybe another factor is that maybe NaVi have noticed that perhaps in some spots we've got a situation where EnVyUs play the second B guy like a little bit too far away from the doors, and they're like, oh, we can exploit this with the timing. There's a lot of factors that could go into that, but it's not normal the amount of times they're going for upper dark into the B push. That's not normal at all.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
It's cool to see though, and it seems to be working for them in some of these rounds, but 8-5 here for EnVyUs, and NBK's by the pit, and this is a very, very hard spot to play. NBK's got a lot of practice in doing so, though, as we get players for NaVi pushing through the smoke here. SmithZz will pick up the kill onto Happy, but NBK's still alive at the pit. He does go down finally there to Zeus, and SmithZz is now working in with the AWP, and short is actually completely safe here, so that means that shox and SmithZz can defend A very, very effectively, and that is what's going to happen. A player has been left in pit for NaVi, but we get the rotate from them. Oh, they're going short, actually. So shox is in a very important position. He's got to hold this down. There's the first player, picks up the kill. He sees the muzzle flare of the next player. He goes for it, but Zeus picks up the frag. Guardian takes down SmithZz, and the A defense is crippled, crushed, destroyed as Guardian comes into play. 6 rounds now for NaVi on their T side.
So NaVi finally decides to go A long, and finally decides to do something else than push the B site. And it works. So let's see if they will once again try to go for the A side here, or if they will go back to their actually kind of funky B style.
It is very funky. Well, we'll have a very terrible buy here for EnVyUs, to be honest. 2 5-7s and a FAMAS. Oh, NBK takes down Edouard though, and that's going to be potentially a weapon for him. We'll see if the player from NaVi who he just went in a longhouse Zeus, can he get rid of that AK? It would be nice, but it's flamie with the entry into middle that can make all the difference here as we go 4-4 here for NaVi, and that's it's definitely a for NaVi situation as the favour does lie in the Ts. As now the CTs are a bit more spread out onto the bomb sites they're trying to defend. SmithZz goes for the one-on-one there towards CT. He's going to pick up the kill against SmithZz. Now as the 3 players are left for EnVyUs and they are in a really horrible spot. NaVi have a lot of time to fall back, to regroup and play the numbers game.
I think they know there's only one guy on B.
Ooh, Happy finds the frag on the bomber though. That's a really good spot as well. As now he looks for the next kill. Oh, he gets it as well with a 5-7. Unbelievable there from Happy. That's going to put the favor back into the CTs. But Zeus pushes the stairs to get the frag, the follow-up. And now it's going to be NBK who could really do a lot of damage with that AK. But we'll see. He's catch him in time. Or Zeus, sorry, who's the first man in. He's looking for the player from CT. That's kioShiMa all on NBK's shoulders right now as they are pushing in on top of the bomb site. And he will go down to Zeus, 8-7, so really even half for both sides.
Just a textbook round there from NaVi, just going for the default opening, trading 1 for 1, knowing the CT has to rotate, they push up mid, SmithZz get that frag onto SmithZz into CT spawn, they fall back, just go together, play the numbers, and go short, winning the round. So excellent play there from NaVi the last few rounds. I wonder how many rounds they would have gotten if they didn't go for all the strange B pushes.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, it did work out a couple of times, but either way, we got a defuse kit. Defuse kit guy is dead, but he's dead on the B bomb site. That's where the bomb is going to be planted as well. It would appear EnVyUs with a strong start to this one. 4 versus 2, thanks to flamie, but that's still a huge effort required to save this one. And they are both coming from dark. Here goes Zeus in with the first engagement. Takes down kioShiMa. 3 players left here though for EnVyUs as Zeus puts in the bullets long range and he can't quite find the tap that he needs, and we get a huge reposition from flamie, but there's so much time gone at this point that it should be impossible. And indeed, EnVyUs is just going to try to save what they have there, save their Kevlars.
In a very simple B push here from EnVyUs, just winning the trades. And once again, we see SmithZz opting to go for the HE over the smoke on the pistol round. And for an HE to be worth it on the pistol round, it feels like you have to get maybe 40-50 damage. And even then, a smoke would probably be better.
Yeah, the smoke is better. I mean, because the thing is, if they don't have Kevlar, then oh sure, but it's the Ts. On Dust 2, they would likely have Kevlar. We have the force-up as well, and I mean, EnVyUs were able to win their force-up. Will the same happen here for NaVi? It's going to be Guardian on the scout shenanigans. And so far, we're not going to see much from him, and the pop flash is going to punish him. Great stuff there from EnVyUs. Really nice punish. And we'll have a 5-on-3 with NaVi. The NaVi players being fairly weak. And we have to clean up. And it's just one left. He's been spotted as well by Happy. Oh, wow. Zeus will find the errant shot there. The errant shot from the 5-7, it will find the head of one player, and that will allow an extra kill onto Happy from Zeus. And he picks up the Mag-10 as well. So, do they chase him down here?
They should not try to chase him down. Zeus
but they will.
Yeah. Okay, now they know he's in Goose. In this position, sure, you can go for it. But before this, I mean, Zeus could have challenged towards CD spawn and had a really good angle, gotten a kill. And if you'll just lose one player, that's a weapon, a Kevlar, might be some nades. You just, it's not worth.
And the $600 in bonus that he'd get with the SMG as well. Like, yeah, it's a huge investment, isn't it? It's not cost efficient at all. Minus EV.
Yeah, you might go for the chase if he has a scout, because it's very easy to chase down a scout. But running towards a guy with an SMG, can be very, very difficult.
Wow, we're going to get a quick kill there from Edouard on the full eco. Are we going to see some Fnatic-like shenanigans from NaVi with the full eco? Well, it's the bomb down here on the A site. Nice shot push there from EnVyUs, securing that super fast bomb plant. SmithZz is jumping over the top here to pick up these frags here. And jump scout is proving very effective as the entire lineup is wiped out. It's like a tsunami hit them. There's nothing left at all. 11-7 as the full buy comes in from NaVi. And Guardian is on the AWP, so I would be afraid if I was on EnVyUs. Now, how should they play this?
Yeah, it is a glass cannon up though, so it's a lot weaker than going for that light Kevlar. They're going for the fast A push here, EnVyUs.
Fast A push, 3 players on long. trying to punish these NaVi players. We get the trades coming in. Guardian, oh wow, he whiffs the first shot. And oh my god, he whiffs the second shot. And SmithZz gets the headshot on the scout. That is outrageous there. That should never have happened. And now we got a 4-on-2, 4-on-1, as Edouard is the last man for NaVi. And they have to be reeling right now because Guardian missing those shots. They didn't even smoke him off. That should actually be... That's like a bad play almost for EnVyUs. You got like one of the best AWPers, arguably the best AWPer in the world, sat there. When does he miss 2 shots? Pretty rarely in that spot.
Yeah, that was a very risky round from EnVyUs, and thanks to SmithZz, they managed to kill Guardian in that very, very strong opposition. Now Edouard is all alone, have to save his M4. Should not be able to do so. Gets 2 kills though, and is doing a lot of economic damage here on to EnVyUs. Yeah, he shouldn't be able to do this.
He will. He'll get the frag there onto shox. So, well, it's okay for EnVyUs. They have lots of money, but that does help NaVi out significantly. Although they do need to go for the save. They need to get Guardian back on the AWP. That's important. You know, Guardian's always saying, you know, when I'm playing well, I lift my entire team. Like my entire team plays better. So he actually not only feels like the responsibility for him to play well because it lifts his entire team, but he knows that that's. Yeah, this is he knows that pressure's there. I was speaking to him about this, and he's okay with it. He is okay with that because he's a star player. So now we have EnVyUs going with the same kind of anti-eco play, just straight up shots and into the plants.
Very simple play here. I wonder if the last fast A split from EnVyUs was a way of punishing NaVi for not having nades, because they went for the second round force buy. Because if you go for the fast long take and you usually lose because of all the flashes through the smokes by the CTs. But EnVyUs realizes, okay, if they buy M4 light armor, they can only afford a smoke, which means they cannot buy flashes, and if they do not have flashes, we can just straight up run out long and kill them.
Yeah, it's looking quite good for EnVyUs so far. I mean, Dust 2 has always been a great map for EnVyUs. NaVi have always been decent at Dust 2, but it's never been like a focus for them. You know, they are much better on, you know, on train, on cobble, on maps such as this. Mirage. Okay, so we have our 13-7 for EnVyUs. They're looking quite good. We've got double AWP here. Flamie's on the AWP as well. And there you go. There's a bit of a taster of Guardian. Gets a quick kill in the middle at the start of the round. We got a fast play in from EnVyUs, and Flamie's looking to punish it here, but the trade will come in. So still this could happen here. Nice shot there from SmithZz and kioShiMa. The entries are happening. Oh, it's so glorious there for EnVyUs. Just not stopping, not scared, not intimidated, picking up the kills, and now they are a man ahead of NaVi, who are trying to go in for the retake at the moment. Edouard on the stairs is slowed just a touch by the flames, and now he can team play in with SmithZz. With below, SmithZz can make the call as to where that player is. In goes the nade, good team play. Boom, there it is. Hits the 3-pointer there, and Inco's happy on the lurk, on the flank. SmithZz is in a very hard position right now. Player in pit with an AWP, and happy above with the AK. He's going to go in with the burst. Oh my god, the knife almost happened as well. 14-7, EnVyUs looking pretty good at the moment, and we shall get ourselves a close game. Close game, sorry. A potentially fast game.
And this game has been very interesting so far, seeing how both teams have tried new style ST on Dust 2. Usually we just see the default opening where you just try to get short and work from there. But now they're going for the funky B push with forward 3 people every round, and EnVyUs is going for the fast A splits every round.
But this time they're mixing it up. They're going for the B play, and he's in a very good position to get spray down. We do get the trade though, and NBK is going to lose out, but the trade is real. We have Happy also locking things down towards CT. He gets dinked. So both EnVy players are incredibly low in this 2-on-2. They need to find a way to outplay NaVi instead of just out-fragging them here, because oh dear, this could get awkward, and indeed Guardian just spraying down. Find the frag there, and it's 1-on-1. In goes flamie. He does take the frag, and it's going to be another round there for NaVi as they get the defuse. But what's their money like? They lost 4 players, so it must be awkward.
If EnVyUs win this round, they win the game, because NaVi will be forced to buy with almost no money at all.
Like $1,400.
Yeah, exactly. So they know they're under a lot of pressure, and EnVyUs is just feeling, okay, we lost that round, but if we win this round now, we're just going to win the game.
Okey-dokey. So we got the 2-3 setup coming in from NaVi, standard opening. EnVyUs, what are they up to at the moment? Looks pretty standard from them as well, actually, to be honest. So we should expect some short control in a moment, and maybe some entering into mid for some basic map control plays. There is a smoke in mid still, though, in the double doors, so that might slow them down from taking that mid peak. But they're going to go for it now. And in fact, you know what? They're just going to split onto B. They're not going to mess around. We have a lot of nades in as well. NBK looking for the frag, gets seized at the back of Plateau. And EnVyUs now have a great entry into the bomb site. Nobody is dead yet for the French side. As Guardian comes in from short, looking for the shot. He's going to get it. But how much work does he need to do here? He's got to kill 3 more players with flamie. But as you said, they have $1,400 next round. They prefer their chances with 2 weapons saved and the $1,400 on their teammates over actually trying to do this.
Yeah,
which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, there's no way they can win that round from that position. So they have to go for the save. EnVyUs will have 7 match points. And things looking good here for EnVyUs.
It's nice to see them potentially winning a match.
Yeah, they've been playing extremely well recently. Second star ladder, they won Gfinity, they beat Fnatic just before this game, and now they're actually beating NaVi pretty convincingly. So, oh yeah, sorry, they lost to Fnatic.
Yeah, I was going to say
it was a close game though.
Yeah, it's very close. Yeah.
Haha.
Ooh, the tag from Happy. Edouard goes in lower dark as well, which is something that Happy himself does like to do a lot, and he's actually going to peek into upper dark, sees nothing. That is going to mean that it's going to be A, and we're going to have Edouard in with a quick kill from lower dark. See, he's going to make the frag onto Happy, onto short as well, so NBK's got to come out with some big frags, gets 1. kioShiMa in a 1-on-4 right now, he takes down the first player, looks for more though. See, he's jumping around here, it's going to be very hard indeed, and he's going to get wrecked. 15-9. NaVi holding on, they're holding on.
A lot of money in the bank, especially for SmithZz with 12k. But he has to drop. I actually think he dropped 2 weapons there, so not much money left for EnVyUs. So if now he wins this, they will force EnVyUs to an eco, but there's still so many rounds to win for them to make this or force this game into overtime.
Alrighty then. So we got the 15-9. We got the buy on EnVyUs still. This AllPing shox is up towards Catwalk. So again, the default setup here from EnVyUs. But a non-default setup here from NaVi. They put 2 guys on Catwalk. It's going to pay off. They get the quick kill, and they're going to back away. Nice way to find an early advantage. Now they're moving back into a more default setup. But in the time when they were pushed on Cat, EnVyUs had a good response. They actually managed to get a guy into pit. So this could be dangerous right now, as the split is real here for EnVyUs. NBK with 2 great entries, 3 kills in fact in this round. NBK is a beast at the moment in this new entry fragger role that he's been put into, and he's going to take down an extra kill here. NBK is going absolutely nuts. It's C's coming up from CT. That could save the day here for NaVi, but NBK is still alive, looking for the ace. And there it is. NBK gets all 5 frags. Nice way to finish the match, 16-9. And yeah, EnVyUs, they played really well. They played really well. Some cool stuff there from NaVi, but yeah, really like that from EnVyUs.
Yeah, it's fun to see different styles on T-Dust 2, and just to tell how good map Dust 2 actually is. That you can actually see new styles, even though it's been played for 15 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's pretty much unchanged as well, considering like all the other maps have been changed. Dust 2 is pretty much identical, actually. Yeah, basically, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, you play it the same way. Like, there's a few differences between the different CS versions, but overall, it's the same map. You play it the same way.
Indeed. Well, guys. I mean, unless do you have anything to add?
Well, not really.
Okay. All right, guys. We're going to go to a quick break. We've got 2 more best of ones here today. So remember to follow the channel, and we will see you very shortly for the next match.